We are reading from the teachings of Queen Kunti. We are starting from the first verse, the original person. Kunti uvacha namasye purusham tvadyam ishwaram prakrite param alakshyam sarva bhutanam antarbahir avasthitam. Srimati Kunti said, O Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of the material world. You are existing both within and without everything, yet you are invisible to all. Srimad.8.18. 1:8-18. So, Srimati Kunti Devi was quite aware that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, although he was playing the part of her nephew. Such an enlightened lady could not commit a mistake by offering obeisances unto her nephew. Therefore, she addressed him as the original Purusha beyond the material.
Shilpa ji,
Yes.
cannot hear you. Your voice is breaking.
Oh, my voice is breaking.
Yeah.
My internet connection is a bit unstable. So I hope in this way it can get better. So, Kunti Devi, we just were hearing this past few days the introduction that how Krishna was the nephew of Kunti Devi. But now she's offering prayers to Krishna. So is it that she's offering prayers to Krishna because she thinks he's her nephew? No, it's not that, oh yeah, oh, he's my nephew, he's the son of my brother, so let me offer prayers to him. No, she understands Krishna's position that he's God and that he's just playing the part right now. He's just become my nephew, like how an actor, we see, like, for example, a famous actor, say any actor. In one time he plays a part of a hero, another part he'll play as a villain, another part he's like, a comedian. But the person is the same, right? The person does not become the role he plays, isn't it? So here, Kunti Maharani, she understands what is Krishna's position, that he is God himself. That's how she's addressing him as the original Purusha beyond the material cosmos. She knows that, okay, he's here right now as my nephew, but what is his original identity? He's originally God. For example, we have so many relationships, but we see each other and part of our relationship. This is my husband, this is my wife, this is my friend, this is my mother, this is my father. But who are they actually? Originally they are souls, right? It's just because of our body concept, we forget. We think, oh, they are the body. This is my father, this is my mother. But they are souls. They are the soul. And after they give up this body, they're going to go to another body, or they'll go back to Golok Vrindavan. So Kunti Maharani, she understands that this person who's standing before me, right now, he's standing, in relation to me, he's my nephew, but who is he originally? He's God. He's the original personality of Godhead. Although all living entities are also transcendental, they are neither original nor infallible. Living entities are apt to fall down under the clutches of material nature, but the Lord is never like that. So we are also transcendental. We are the soul. Aham Brahmasmi. Right now I am in this body, but I am not the original soul. I am not the original soul from who all this material cosmos started, from who all the spiritual world started, from who all the living entities have come. No, I am a soul, yes. But who is the original soul? Like that, if we make research work, we will come to Krishna. Krishna is the original. He is the original. And we are not infallible. We forget. We forget. Right now, we are inside the body. We have forgotten what is, okay, we've forgotten that as a soul, what is my name? What is my qualities? What is my activities? We even forgot what we were in the last life, what to think, what to say about the soul. But Krishna, he never falls. Krishna is infallible. We are fallible. We are fallible. We forget. Krishna is infallible, never forgets. And he's the original soul. We are all coming from Krishna. The living entities are apt to fall down under the clutches of material nature, but the Lord is never like that. In the Vedas, therefore, he is described as the chief among all living entities, Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. So in the Upanishad, Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam, that he is the eternal amongst all eternals. Eko Bahunam Yovidadati Kaman. There is one eternal soul which is maintaining all the eternal souls. Who is that? That is Krishna. So we are all souls. We are soul. Krishna is a soul. But who is maintaining us? Krishna. That's why he is called the super soul, the supreme soul. He's the original soul. So we are Brahman because soul is Brahman. But who's the Para Brahman? That is Krishna. Then again, he's addressed as Ishvara, or the controller. The living entities or the demigods like Chandra and Surya are also to some extent Ishvara, but none of them is the supreme Ishvara or the ultimate controller. So we have certain control. The sun also has certain control. The moon has certain control. We also have a certain control in our lives. We have certain control of, we can control, okay, what time do I want to wake up? What time do I want to sleep? What do I want to eat? I'm going to cook this, so I'm going to go here now if I'm going to go there. So our tiny control is there by the will of the Supreme Lord. Krishna willing, then we are able to do these things. But but we are not the supreme controller. And actually, what is our control? Only that the choice that we make. Only the choice that we make, that do I want to choose Krishna or do I want to choose to forget Krishna? Only that is under our control, if we truly see. But of course, we have tiny controls. Like we say, I'm controlling my family, I'm controlling my company, I'm controlling my whatever, my country, but all that requires the will of the Lord. So that's the reason Krishna is the supreme controller. No one is the supreme controller except Krishna. Krishna is the Parameshwar or the super soul. He is both within and without. Although he was present before Srimati Kunti as her nephew, he was also within her and everyone else. So he's standing in front of Kunti Maharani. She can see him, but he's also in her heart as the Paramatma. And he is not only inside her heart, but in the heart of all the other living entities, and also inside the atom of every universe. So that's how he's both within and without. Within and without. Although he was present before, in the Bhagavad Gita 15.15, the Lord says, I'm situated in everyone's heart, and only due to me one remembers, forgets, and is cognizant, etc. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita chapter 15, text 15, that he is the Paramatma in everyone's heart. And what does he do sitting as the Paramatma? He is giving us remembrance. Suddenly something we have forgotten, something we will remember. How do we remember? How do we remember anything? We think I'm remembering everything because it's me. Of course, I can remember. But all the remembrance that we have is coming from Krishna, the Paramatma, who's sitting in our heart. Because if remembrance was under our control, then why is it that sometimes we want to remember something, but we just simply can't? We can't. How much ever we try, we can't. We just forget. If I try to remember what was I in my past life, I can't remember it. No matter how much I'm going to break my head, I can't remember. I can't even remember exactly what I was doing 20 years ago at this time, at this moment. I'm going to drive myself crazy, but I won't be able to remember it. And forgetfulness. How do we forget things? There are certain things we forget, certain things we don't forget. So if forgetfulness was in our control, then we should be able to forget everything, right? But why is it that there's certain things we forget and certain things we don't? It's under the control of Paramatma. He is giving us, and he's giving us knowledge. He is cognizant. The knowledge, forgetfulness, remembrance, and knowledge. Paramatma is given. We'll say, no, this is my knowledge. Then why is it that we have only certain knowledge and not all the knowledge? Why is that? So we can see that it is not in our control. It is being given to us by Krishna. We think we are the controller because everything happens so smooth, like in fraction of a moment. And we think, oh yes, it's me, it's me. Through all the Vedas, I am to be known because I am the compiler of the Vedas and I am the teacher of the Vedanta. So, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sanivishto. Smritirgyanam Mrata
Matasmritirgnanapohanam cha
Vedescha Sarver.
Rahameva Vedyo Vedanta Krut Veda Videv Chaham.
Thank you. Yes. So this is what he's saying, that I'm seated in everyone's heart. And for me is coming this knowledge, forgetfulness, and remembrance. And then there's so many Vedas. Veda is what? Knowledge, right? Through all the Vedas, what is the purpose of the Vedas? I am to be known, Krishna is saying. It is me. All the Vedas, what are they pointing out to? That Krishna is the Supreme Lord. And he's saying, I am the compiler of the Vedas. How is he the compiler of the Vedas? Because Ved Vyas is an incarnation of Krishna. He's the one who compiled the Vedas. And he says, I'm the teacher of the Vedanta. The original Ved was spoken by Krishna himself. It was spoken by Krishna himself. And then Ved Vyas compiled the Vedas and the Vedanta Sutra. So, and what is all the Veds saying? That Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Queen Kunti affirms that the Lord, although both within and without all living beings, is still invisible. The Lord is, so to speak, a puzzle for the common man. Queen Kunti experienced personally that Lord Krishna was present before her, yet he entered within the womb of Uttara to save her embryo from the attack of Ashwatthama's Brahmastra. Kunti herself was puzzled about whether Krishna, Sri Krishna, is all pervasive or localized. So now, Kunti Maharani, what is she saying? That although you are within everything and without everything, means you're inside everything and you're outside also, but you're still invisible. People can't see you. So it's like for common people. God, who is God? People say, oh, I don't know, God, maybe no God. I think I am God. I think God is energy. It's like a puzzle, you know. Many of us are trying to solve this puzzle. Who is God? And what is Kunti Maharani saying? She herself experienced that when Ashwatthama, he released the Brahmastra into Uttara's womb to kill the child Parikshit, Krishna was standing before them. Krishna was standing before them. And yet, Krishna was in the womb of Uttara protecting the baby. How could it be? They could see him outside, and inside he's saving the baby. So is it that Krishna from outside had to go inside the womb of Uttara? No, he's there in every atom. He's everywhere. So he's within the heart of Uttara also as the Paramatma. So of course he can save her. So now Kunti herself is puzzled. Oh, is Krishna all pervasive or is he localized? Is he, all pervasive means is he everywhere or is he just in one place? In fact, he is both. So he is both. He is everywhere. The Brahman, Krishna in his Brahman feature is everywhere. The light, the Brahma Jyoti is everywhere. all pervasive. Or she's thinking, is Krishna localized? Is he in one place? Does he have a form? Localized means having a form, right? Or as the Paramatma. Paramatma is also the all-pervasive feature here in this material world. And Paramatma is also in our heart. So she's confused. Who is Krishna? What is his position? In fact, he is both, but he reserves the right of not being exposed to persons who are not surrendered souls. So Krishna is both. He's all-pervasive and localized. We are not all-pervasive. We can't be everywhere at every time. Although we think we are, or we might wish we could be, but we are not all-pervasive. We are just tiny souls. We are at one place. But Krishna, he is everywhere by his energies. So, but now it's a confusion. Some people are not able to understand it, that he is both, he is all-pervasive and localized. He's everywhere and yet in one place. Why? Because he reserves the right of not being exposed to the persons who are not surrendered souls. He reserves the right. No one can force Krishna. He is independent. No one can even force us, to tell others about our true feelings. We can't force anyone. I hold a gun to your head and tell me what's your innermost secrets. You'll just be fearful. You might say something, but that might not be your truest feeling, right? You won't expose your true feeling to someone who you don't want to. But if somebody loves you, was really interested, maybe even not love, but if somebody is really out of sincerity, genuinely comes and asks you, can you please tell me about yourself? Then looking at the genuinity, you will speak about yourself. So Krishna is the same. He's a person. He reserves the right. He says, you don't want to know me? Okay, you will think that there is no God. Okay, you want to think that I am only light? Okay, you will think I'm only light. Okay, you want to think that I'm the Paramatma? Okay, you will think I'm the Paramatma. You want to understand who I am in truth, that I am Sri Krishna, Sri Bhagavan as a person, and that I'm also the light and I'm also the Paramatma? Okay, I will let you. You want to understand the truth? Yes, okay, I will let you. So, depends on our desire. All depends on our desire. This checking curtain is called the Maya energy of the Supreme Lord, and it controls the limited vision of the rebellious soul. It is explained as follows. So how does he reserve the right? By Maya. As we just said, some of us think there's no God. This is all Maya. Some of us think God is just some energy, just some light, that it's all the energy of the Supreme Lord, that he reserves the right of not being exposed to persons who are not surrendered. So controls. So then, and also then our desire, how much do I want to understand the absolute truth? I want to understand to this degree, then he lets us have a preview to that degree. What is our desire? To what degree do we want to understand the absolute truth? If I want to understand the absolute truth, in fact, as he is, then he makes the arrangements. He makes the arrangements. So, any questions or comments?
All good.
No.
Anything to add?
No. All good.
All good. So we'll stop here for today.
Okay.
Maharani ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for listening in. Hare Krishna.